Hi YouTube, I'm doing outstanding, and today we're going to be talking about the 555 timer. So, it's got 8 pins here. The first pin there is your ground pin, and that should be self-explanatory for anybody watching this video. If you don't understand that much, leave a comment down below and I'll make a video describing more about that. The pin to the right is your Vcc pin, also known as a power pin. I looked up the meaning behind VCC, and apparently it was voltage common collector. I don't exactly know what that means. I prefer to just call it a power pin, or positive, or whatever voltage you're using. I personally use 5 voltage mostly because I work with Arduino. Below your ground pin there you have your trigger pin. And what that does is it tells the 555 timer to start. And instead of telling it when it's high, it actually tells it when it's low. About 1/3 of your power, or your voltage. Why? I don't know. Honestly, I didn't get that far. All that matters is that you know that it is a low voltage one. It'll tell it when it drops low. Below that, you've got your output pin. Now, that's another self-explanatory one. It outputs from the timer. Usually, I put that into like an LED or something, or whatever it is you're trying to time. It could be a motor or a stepper or what have you. But in this particular case, I'm using an LED because it's super easy. You can tell every time it outputs. So, below that is your reset pin. And that's another self-explanatory one. Anytime that the voltage drops low on the reset pin, just like the trigger pin, it'll stop the 555 timer and wait for the trigger to trigger again. I personally, in this particular build, have it wired directly to positive because this is too simple a circuit to require a need to reset. Anyway, below your VCC there, you've got a discharge pin. Now that is usually connected to a resistor of some kind, or a capacitor, or whatever else you want. And that deals with timing. So in this particular case, I have it connected to a potentiometer so that I can change the resistance to change how fast it flashes. Just by twisting this little dial. It's really hard to twist. But you can see the effect quite well on the camera. There we go. Perfect. Below that is your threshold pin, and that basically tells the trigger pin to be like, well, hey, we got to restart this. The discharge pin is done with what it's doing. It's pretty simple. Below that, the last pin here is your control voltage pin. And usually this is just through a tiny little capacitor right into ground. And it kind of levels out the power. In case you have anything weird going on, it can kind of smooth it out, make it seem completely normal. That way it doesn't go like tick, 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 or, you know, something weird like that. That's pretty much all I had on the 555 timer. I really enjoy it. It's fun to use. This is a simple clock that I used. And it's got 3 555 timers on here. It's got some other logic gates going on in order to debounce the circuit, which I'll get into in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out the Patreon down below, and you have a good one.